Welcome back to another Nap Stories. Please consider liking and subscribing so you don't miss out on new stories. Now, let's get on with our story. Hocus Pocus.
In the small town of Salem, there was an old, spooky house on the hill that everyone called the Sanderson sisters' house. 3 curious kids, Max, his little sister Danny, and their friend Allison, decided to explore it one Halloween night. Inside, they found a dusty old spell book and a mysterious candle. Little did they know, the candle was called the Black Flame Candle, and lighting it could bring back the 3 Sanderson witches. When Max, feeling brave, lit the candle, the room filled with strange lights, and suddenly the sisters, Winifred, Sarah, and Mary Sanderson, appeared. The witches were thrilled to be back after 300 years and immediately set out to steal children's magical energy to stay young forever. The kids quickly realized they were in trouble. Winifred, the oldest witch with fiery red hair, had a wicked plan to capture Danny. Believing she had the most magical energy, the kids tried to escape, running through dark, twisted streets as the witches chased them on their broomsticks, cackling and chanting spells. Max, being clever, grabbed some salt from Allison's bag and formed a circle around them. The witches couldn't cross the salt, giving the kids a chance to plan their next move with help from a talking black cat named Binks, who was actually a boy under a spell. The kids learned the witches' weakness. They could only stay until sunrise. If they survived the night, the witches would turn to dust. The kids realized they needed more help, so they ran to a big Halloween party at the town hall where Max's parents were dancing in funny costumes. Max took the stage and warned everyone about the Sanderson sisters. The witches arrived at the party looking for Danny, but they couldn't resist showing off their magical singing skills. They sang a catchy, spooky song, putting the adults under a dancing spell, but the kids weren't fooled. They grabbed their parents and escaped just in time. Meanwhile, Winifred was furious that her plan wasn't working as expected. Max, Danny, Allison, and Binks decided to trick the witches by leading them to the local high school. There, they trapped the witches inside the big pottery kiln and set it to fire up. The kids thought they had won and celebrated their victory, believing the witches had turned into dust. However, the Sanderson sisters were clever and used a secret spell to escape. Back at their house, they realized time was running out. Desperate to catch Danny before sunrise, they prepared a powerful potion that would help them steal her magical energy once and for all. Binks led the kids to the cemetery, the only place where witches couldn't touch them. But the Sanderson sisters were more determined than ever. They flew over on their broomsticks, trying to grab Danny and complete their potion before the sun rose. Max bravely offered himself in Danny's place, grabbing the potion bottle from Winifred's hand and daring her to come after him instead. Winifred, furious, flew down to catch Max, but just then the first rays of the sun started to rise over the horizon, making her pause. As the sun's light filled the cemetery, Winifred turned to stone, and Sarah and Mary, who were still flying, burst into clouds of sparkling dust. The spell was broken, and the Sanderson sisters were finally gone. Binks, the talking cat, was freed from his curse and turned back into a boy. He thanked the kids for their bravery and disappeared into the morning mist, happy to finally rest. Max, Danny, and Allison hugged each other, relieved that the spooky night was over.